In my hand is the box to the NexiGo N660P 1080p webcam. And I said the box to the webcam because I've already taken it out of the box and I'm using it right now to record this intro. I'll have the full review of the NexiGo N660P that's coming up on ThriftyAV. Quick disclaimer, the folks at NexiGo sent over the N660P as a review sample. If they want this back, they can have it. I am not being paid for this review and all opinions in this video are my own. But this thing's already out of the box. This is an empty box here. Let's back up and check out the unboxing. Before I get into the box, let's take a look at the outside of the box. It's NexiGo Full HD 1080p Autofocus Webcam model N660P. Provides sharp, smooth videos for meetings or recordings. Autofocus, dual stereo mics, plug and play, FHD 1080p. And the picture does show a privacy cover. On the back, there's specs for this camera. If you want to read these specs, go ahead and pause the video. Side of the box has a barcode. The other side of the box has a mailing address, brand, email, website, and a telephone number. It is taped shut on the side here, as well as the other side. The outside of the box is a sleeve and the inner box has the NexiGo description again. Okay, here is the camera itself, multi-language instructions, a little thank you card with contact information. There is some protective plastic around it. Here's how you could attach it to a monitor, and on the bottom is a 1/4 inch 20 thread for a standard tripod. The cable is just about 76 inches long, which is just shy of 2 meters. There is a piece of protective plastic over the lens. Now let's plug it into the computer here. The camera was recognized by the Windows Camera app. Let's try OBS Studio. And it was also recognized by OBS Studio. I want to talk a little bit about the setup I have going right now. I have the N660P mounted to the top of a laptop computer. It's an old HP ProBook. I am using a lavalier microphone for my audio right now. I will be testing the audio on the NexiGo a little bit later. I have a couple of soft boxes here shining light on me. I have the color temperature set pretty warm. I'm trying to match a soft white light, which is the type of light bulb most people have in their homes, and it's generally the type of light bulb that works best with a webcam. They're designed to be used in your home. They're not designed to have professional lighting. I have them pretty dim. If I had them full brightness, I would be blasted out with the automatic settings on the NexiGo. Speaking of which, yes, I have everything on automatic. I have it has an automatic white balance right now, and I should look pretty good with the automatic white balance. Autofocus is on right now. I could go into the software and tweak levels and try to get all the levels to look optimal, but most people who use webcams don't do that. They want to just see what it looks like when you plug it in, and that's what I'm doing right now. Now let's do a quick autofocus test. I'm going to hold my hand up here and see if it focuses in on my hand. I'll see the lines on my hand. And then I'm going to pull it away and see if it adjusts the focus to where I am in focus now. Now, something you got to watch out for with a lot of webcams is they are not autofocus. They have fixed focus, which means when you are a certain distance away from the camera, you will look good, you'll be in focus, but if you go a little too far away, you'll lose the focus, or if you're a little bit too close, you're going to lose the focus. With the NexiGo, it doesn't really matter. I can be up close to it and it's going to focus correctly, or I can be backed away from it and the focus is going to stay good. It does allow me to do a manual focus, and I'm going to mess with that right now. I'm messing with the manual focus, and you can see that I made it look really bad. Let's go back to autofocus. Now, right now I do have a lavalier microphone on. I often record my audio separate, and I'm doing that right now, but let's switch over and listen to the dual stereo microphones that are built into the NexiGo webcam. I'm now recording using the built-in microphone on the NexiGo. And of course there's going to be a proximity effect. The closer I am to the webcam, the better the microphone should pick up my voice. And when I back away from the webcam, you're probably going to hear more room reflections. Also, this is supposed to be a stereo microphone. So I'm going to snap my fingers over here to my left, your right of the camera. And now I'm going to switch sides and snap fingers to my right, which is your left of the camera, and see if those snaps are really in stereo. The Logitech C920 Pro is considered by many to be the industry standard 1080p autofocus webcam. So I want to compare the NexiGo to the Logitech here. I've switched over to the Logitech C920 Pro. The framing on my shot is similar. I think I've panned it slightly. I believe that it has a slightly wider angle than the NexiGo. It still is the same type of autofocus camera that can adjust focus depending on how close you are to the camera. I'm still using the built-in microphone on the Logitech to compare audio with the NexiGo. So this is what the Logitech C920 Pro looks like. The brightness and contrast seem to be slightly better with the Logitech, but the color seems to be a little more true with the NexiGo. Also, the audio on the NexiGo was better than the audio on the Logitech, so that impressed me. So my first impression of the NexiGo N660P is that it is a fine 1080p webcam. It has the privacy cover if you want to not be broadcasting all the time. It has good autofocus. The color balance is good with warm lighting. It also works with other color temperatures as well. The microphones on it are better, I found, than my Logitech C920 Pro. So if I'm going to use it totally with the microphones, I'm going to go with the NexiGo over the Logitech. So thank you, NexiGo, for sending over the N660P. Thank you to my patrons and members for supporting my channel. And remember, stay thrifty, everyone.